Ah, yes, the moment all Padres fans have been waiting for. After a long, mild temperature winter, it is time for some opening day baseball. A time-honored tradition, really. Last season didn't end so well, but a new day is upon us. Anything can happen over the course of 162 games. We've seen miracles in the city before.
But as fate would have it, that Atlanta magic got put out by them damn Padres.
Come on, everybody. Gather around. Petco Park awaits. I do hope my favorite cover band is playing in the concourse today. I love those guys. And yep, there's Will Myers, the face of this team. The one who will lead us all to the promised land. Our opponent, the Los Angeles Dodgers. They're a pretty good team. Taking the mound for them is 3-time Cy Young Award winner Clayton Kershaw. For the Padres is 2014 All-Star Game representative Tyson Ross. Should be a good pitcher's duel. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. This is really bad. Please, just make it stop. We'll give you Matt Kemp back. Just please, there has to be a loophole in the rule book to declare mercy. Oh, these poor fans. They had no idea they were signing up for psychological torture. We all cope with trauma differently. Sometimes it takes years to fully process. Other times it needs to be dealt with in the moment to mitigate potential negative long-term effects. In this scenario, I feel that it's fitting to ask ourselves a question that this team has been dodging for quite some time. Are the Padres irrelevant? No, that's ludicrous. They were in a World Series a mere 18 years ago and featured in an episode of Drake and Josh, a show that will never age poorly.
I'll get the sandwich. You squeeze her feet.
But work has to be done. You can't rely on the great Will Myers to carry your franchise. You must assemble a cast to support him. That is the only path to relevance. Let's see here. We can trade what's left of James Shields to the White Sox for the guy who hit 2 grand slams in a single inning against the mortal rival. Wait, he retired? In 2010? It's his son? Sure. Why the hell not? We'll take a flyer on him and see what happens. Once there was a franchise that mistakenly thought themselves as irrelevant, but one man and one man alone led them to the promised land. Playoffville. That man's name is Eric Hosmer, and he will be given boatloads of money to join Will Myers on his quest. Some may claim that this was a massive overpay, but those who actually understand ball know that Hosmer possesses the intangibles.
Why he late every year to spring training, buddy?
This man is the key to relevance. As it turns out, he's not good at baseball anymore, but Tommy Pham still is. All it will cost is a
damn slapdick prospect.
The Rays were even nice enough to throw in a hockey player from Michigan. There's this guy named Milwaukee Trent who's got his foot stuck in the swamps of DC and is now being exiled from his clan. He's perfect. We're really building something great together, guys. But in order to clinch relevance, someone must be brought in who knows how to attract the spotlight, just like Elvis.
There's 2 things you need to know. I'm the king, and number 2 is look at...
A player who is physically unable to stay out of the headlines. Someone who can rouse up the troops, even when morale is at an all-time low. Bonus points if he wore a Dodgers uniform at any point, so that we can say we snatched him away from them. They call him the baby-faced assassin, because one time he killed a fellow player in broad daylight. And once again, boatloads of money will be spent to bring him here. But the Dodgers took note of the arms race and responded by traumatizing a generation of people in Boston. We know not what weapons World War III will be fought with, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones, and we brought plenty of sticks. So, I have a goal. Not necessarily a unique one, but a goal to visit every MLB team's stadium. So far, I've crossed out these. But I have one more in my sights this year, and that's Camden Yards in Baltimore. So whenever I need to look up a great deal on tickets, I go to SeatGeek, official partner of Major League Baseball. With over 70,000 events, each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know when you're getting the best deals on games and live events. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. Just to sweeten the deal, if you use code NOMOREFIELDERS10, you will get 10% off your next ticket order on SeatGeek. That's NOMOREFIELDERS10 for 10% off your next purchase. There's also a link in the description that will download the app and automatically add the code to your account for later use. Comment below what MLB stadium you would like to visit next. Thank you SeatGeek for sponsoring the video. Ah, yes. Opening day 2020 has arrived. We are ready to be relevant again. What a glorious occasion. What the hell is this? Where is everybody? What kind of 28 days later apocalypse scenario happened here? Well, it turns out a global pandemic scared everyone away from coming to the ballpark. Can't say we blame them. Now we have to play in front of a bunch of cardboard. No matter. This team was ready for the task. The fans may have been fake, but the talent on the field was real. Whispers about the birth of San Diego spread throughout the quarantine zone. It was true. Fernando Tatis's kid, conveniently named Fernando Tatis, unsuspiciously bulked up overnight. Turns out Machado wasn't just a good shit stirrer. He could also swing the bat a little too. And Will Myers, the chosen son, sparked an offensive revolution. Just like the aircraft carriers that occupied the city's coastline, the Padres had enough firepower to take over a banana republic in South America. But the Cardinals would have to do, I guess. The first playoff win at Petco Park was spectacular. A formidable moment for everyone at the stadium. This guy loves it. Oh, and don't forget about the entire Padres roster from 1984. They just happened to be in town to bear witness. Kirby Yates' cutout seems to be enjoying himself as well, but the Cardinals weren't the focus. No, they were a mere side quest in order to gain enough XP to fight the Dragon. There was already some tension earlier in the season between them and Milwaukee Trent. They didn't appreciate the way he celebrated the first homer off of Clayton Kershaw in Padres history, I guess. Not that we're counting.
I just took exception to that. There's a certain respect that you give a guy, if you homer against him.
You are relevant. You are going to march into Dodger Stadium and show this team you aren't the dork who they can just steal candy from anymore. The games are being played in Dallas, Texas. No matter. The Padres love playing in this city. Loving father Mike Clevenger takes the mound in Game 1, but he was hit with another paternity lawsuit, so he needs to be taken out of the game. With the odds stacked against us, we crumble, but Game 2 is a fresh start. Taking the mound is team ace Zach Davies, a real patrician of the sport. The Dodgers take the lead, but the game is close heading into the 7th. A moment feels inevitable. Moments define teams. They keep asses in seats and eyes glued to the TV. The Padres in their quest for relevance have been strapped for moments. The highlight reel has been a desert, but every so often you will encounter an oasis. But most of the time, it's just a mirage.
Made the catch! Cody Bellinger! A robbery of Tatis!
Tatis can't believe it. Gratterall can't believe it. Bellinger can't believe it, and he made the damn catch. Machado took exception to the Dodgers celebrating our demise. You can't just do that in our house. Wait, we are the home team, right? Oh. The Padres tried to manufacture another moment in the 9th inning. Here we go. Exactly like it was drawn up. Bases loaded. The mayor of Playoffville versus he who sticks his tongue out. An epic battle not even Homer could dream of. No. Shit. Okay, so 2020 was a complete and utter failure, but you have to believe me when I say it doesn't matter. Nobody paid to physically be there at any of those games. How do we even know it wasn't faked? Just like the moon landing or the pandemic itself. What was real, though, was the Padres' need for more. We had the sticks, but we needed more stones, aka pitching. Enter the Utan Clan Darvish, another former Dodger whose gutsy performance in Game 7 of the 2017 World Series gave the city of Houston its first World Series trophy. Just brilliant stuff here. We also brought in Blake Snell, who was just happy to get away from that
Damn slapdick prospect.
And we rescued Joe Musgrove from a band of pirates. The arms race was escalated when the Dodgers did something so visceral, so in your face, something that would put the entire league on notice. They made the bold move of acquiring a YouTuber.
Put a meme up there. We got some new COVID check-in people. Eddie George.
And I guess he could pitch a little too. Now that fans were allowed back in the stadiums, we can now verify that everything that happened from here on out is real. And this was, in fact, some real baseball, folks. This might be some of the most chaotic ball since, well, now this wasn't all wine and roses. Tatis let his freak flag fly a bit too much, opening the door for a Dodgers comeback in Game 1. It wasn't all Hakuna Mateo when Jorge got sniped by a Dodger reliever in extras, and oh boy, it got ugly. The Dodgers retaliated by refusing to stop scoring until a pitcher was put into left field, which we eventually obliged.
And now Musgrove is out there making the catch.
Don't laugh. It's not funny. Kershaw still mad about giving up his first homer to a Padre last year, got even angrier when jerks in Profar had the audacity to check his swing against him. A sign of disrespect in the pitcher's kingdom. The Dodgers didn't have much else to complain about when they left San Diego with yet another series win, aided by yet another moment that has eluded the Padres for what feels like millennia.
A spectacular play by Mookie Betts!
The fire's irrelevance were quickly burning. Every smoldering ember yet another reminder of futility. A resource spent just to remain at the bottom of a flaming heap of shit. Morale was at an all-time low. Irrelevance was knocking at the door like a tax collector in April, but all was not lost. The fight had to be taken to their land, their people, their blood. The Dodgers punished us enough at ours. Just like the Mexican army seizing the Alamo, the Padres forces had to neutralize the blue at Dodger Stadium.
To first, the DP ends the inning.
On the 22nd anniversary of Senior hitting 2 grand slams at the stadium, Junior made Daddy proud by adding 2 of his own against Kershaw. The next day was a chance to finally take a series against them on their turf, something that not even 3 years ago felt impossible. All that stood in the way was the YouTuber. And, well, he does in fact know how to pitch. He also knows how to incite drama. He accused Fernando Tatis Jr. of cheating. It's obvious. This man doesn't have a cheating bone in his body. Just look at him.
So that's a little bit shady. All I gotta say to that is, Fernando, I mean, if you need to know the signs that bad, dude, just ask me before the game.
Boy, this YouTuber really does enjoy inciting drama. I wonder why. Oh well. Just like the US Navy after the humiliating defeat at Savo Island during World War II, the Padres could only pick themselves back up and focus on their next opportunity. The series finale was a great game. I mean, seriously, it was one of those games you'll be telling your kids about while they change your diaper and talk about your life insurance policy.
X is going back. He is at the wall and gonna go! Fernando homers again!
Against all odds and with the help of the mayor of Playoffville, the Padres flipped the script on the Dodgers and planted their flag in the Chavez Ravine. It was truly a glorious victory. But more work had to be done. Rumblings of a heterochromatic beast stewing away in the depths of the DC swamps, the same one Milwaukee Trent was trapped in, spread. His captors were willing to make a deal to send him to the Padres. This would change the tide of war. However, the Dodgers, after finding out that the YouTuber violated the terms of service, therefore becoming unavailable, were also interested in the beast. A bidding war would ensue, but the Padres would emerge victorious in the sweepstakes. What the fuck just happened? They can't just take him away like that. They can't keep getting away with it. Guys, stop fighting with each other. Focus on the goal. Wait, Tatis is playing center now? Oh, this is bad. Can an MLB team experience ego death? Look, folks, every epic tale has its low points. Star Wars had the Cloud City aftermath. In Lord of the Rings, it was Frodo turning his back on Samwise, and for the Padres, it's the Tatis motorcycle accident. Wait, the Tatis motorcycle accident? So, it turns out Nando really enjoys riding his motorcycles during the off-season, and I mean, really enjoys his motorcycle rides. Look, we all got to blow off some steam, especially after what he went through, but it looks like he started to heavily disassociate during one of his runs, and now he has a broken wrist. It's going to require surgery. Surprisingly, the team is playing well by the 2022 trade deadline. The same swamp that produced the heterochromatic beast is now looking to dangle their next experiment onto us. Crotch Grabber 5000. He's young, he's got years to control, but most importantly, look at the form of those crotch grabs. I mean, he clearly spent hours practicing in the mirror. This is some amazing stuff, guys, really. Sometimes you have to go for broke, offer the farm, and hope this one finally goes your way. We also have to sacrifice the mayor of Playoffville to the swamp, but he wouldn't bite. Come on, buddy, please. Where are those intangibles when you need them? Oh, it actually worked. Okay. So, what did it cost? Okay, that's not that bad. As they say, sometimes you have to break a few eggs to make an omelet, or sell off your kid's college fund to win the lottery. But as the great owner says, there's a dragon up by 5, and it is up to the Padres and nobody else to slay it. He especially has a vendetta against these guys. Something about his grandpa owning them at some point. Once Tatis comes back, this team will be ready to do such a task. Nothing can stop the brown and gold. It turns out Tatis mistakenly took a banned substance in order to treat dermatophytosis, also known as ringworm. Yeah, who doesn't remember having a case of ringworm and treating it with a substance that's been banned by the Olympics since 1999? It's a tale as old as time, really. Regardless, the team perseveres. As the great Voltaire once said, vengeance won't be halted by a case of ringworm. It's now October. The smog is clearing over Dodger Stadium as their fans welcome the Padres back to their home. The first time anyone has paid hard-earned cash to witness these two teams go at it in the postseason. But the Padres have been here before, or at least we can pretend they were while in Texas. Unfortunately, not even the heroics of Tim Hill can save this team. It's over. Time to go home. There's no need to fake a comeback, guys. Seriously, pack it in. Your families are probably wondering where you are. This is cute, but I'm being real. Trying to climb back out of this pit is only going to make it sting worse once you fall back in.
Scoring position. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Corner left to center field. Padres take the lead. Kim is in. Here comes Soto. Off the mound. 5-3 Padres. 1 strike away. Hader to Freeman. He's still out.
Oh my god. The dragon has actually been slayed. Now, it is time to celebrate.
Padres on the loose. Let's go, Goose. That's what's in.
The Dodgers can take their 111 wins and shove it, frankly. This is the greatest accomplishment in Padres history. Oh wait, you're telling me there's more?
Pitch. Harper hits one in the air. Left center field. Back it goes. Harper.
Oh. Well, at least the next year we beat Kershaw so badly that it made him cry like a little baby. Unfortunately, the Dodgers weren't too happy about it and put a curse on this team where they weren't allowed to make their fans happy for the rest of the season. At least our comrades on the other side of the Sonoran were able to slay the dragon for us this year, so consider that a win. The Dodgers were so embarrassed that they had to shower the greatest athlete on the planet with more money than either you or I will see in our lifetime just to feel a little bit better about themselves. MLB was so concerned with how badly Padres and Dodgers fans would hurt each other that they moved their first series to Korea in order to mitigate the risk of a full-on melee. Stateside, Profar, an ambassador of Padres baseball at this point, commanded the torch of petulance.
All right, so 4th inning, Jerks and Profar overreacts to a pitch inside. What was said between you two?
Yeah, I don't know what his deal was. He thought we were trying to throw at him. I don't know why we would have thrown at him. He's kind of irrelevant.
No, he isn't irrelevant. We aren't irrelevant! We'll show you. We'll show all of you. With the power of Merrill Madness, Profar on the Tatis Regiment, the Medusa rotation of Cease, King, and Darvish turning opponents into stone, we finally built our own mechanized dragon. Doubters would say 22 was a fluke, but taking one more series would shut those losers up. The Dodgers may have used their $1 million baby to take Game 1, but they would not be prepared for the absolute tomfoolery that was about to be unleashed on them.
That's is lifted in the air to left field. It sends Profar back, tiptoeing to the corner. He's at the wall. It is!
We got you. We'll turn a Mookie Betts home run into an elaborate troll job, and your poster boy into a defenseless child searching for his lost dog. But the Dodgers, as always, were ready to unleash some bullshit of their own. Their fans attempted to counterattack on Profar.
Now there's going to be a delay before Darvish can pitch this bottom of the 7th inning. Profar is hot.
Their manager used the power of Woods to turn an innocent ball toss into an act of war.
It was unsettling. Obviously, I have a relationship with Manny from years past. There was intent behind it. It didn't almost hit me because there was a net, and that was very bothersome.
Their pitcher, Jack Farty, got mad after he struck out Manny Machado, but it was not enough. The mechanical dragon shall prevail, and after killing Walker, Ferris, Texas Bueller the next day, we were one game away from notarizing our relevance. All we have to do is score a run.
Two coming home, swing and a miss.
All we have to do is score a run.
Disciplined approach. Now you.
All we have to do is score a run.
Grounds one to third for Max Muncy. Go to second for one. Lutz to first, a double play.
All we have to do is score a run.
Get him! 102!
All we have to do is score a run.
For the Padres. Ground ball to third, picked by Hernandez. The Dodgers punch back!
All we had to do was score a run. This is our fault, everybody. We were first down at the 99-yard line before running in the opposite direction. Doomed to a fate of irrelevance. It's over. We really failed the world by proving our own futility. We are so sorry. It might be time to fold as a team. Maybe give the Chargers another shot.
And we're going to got San Diego. And they really kicked their ass all year.
All year.
Oh.
So how were you
What's this?
From your perspective?
I felt from my perspective that was the World Series.
Wait. There? World Series?
when we started the postseason, they were 1 through 26, the best team.
The only worthy opponent? Does this mean that we are
San Diego Padres of the San Diego Padres. Rock on, Padres Nation, to a whole new generation. To the park, you get
Hell yeah.